been a funny old month.
After all is said and done, you never walk, you never run, you're a winner. Got the moves, you know the street, break the rules, take the heat, you know nobody's fool.
Hi everybody. I haven't done a haul video for a few weeks, maybe a few months, something like that. Car booting this season hasn't been the best. It's been a little bit hit and miss. Some days we've been there and they've had loads and loads of stuff, and I've lost count of how many days that I've been there and I've found absolutely nothing. But I have accumulated enough to actually do a haul, and I promised Beef that I'd do one, so here we go. A couple of months ago, I sold an MPP10 to a fellow Transformer enthusiast who lives locally, and he gave me a few little gifts in return. He gave me some G1 Stunticons, which are very, very nice. I've been after some of these for a while now, so I only need to have Motormaster and Dragstrip. I think that's who it is. And then I'll be able to make myself a Menasort, which will be quite cool. He also gave me a Aerial Bot, which is a KO, but it's very, very nice. It's very hard to tell the difference, to be honest. And also, he gave me a G2 Legends Megatron, which I reviewed quite recently. You should go back and watch it because it's quite a good little video. I'll just show you what I picked up on the car boot sale and try and remember exactly where I got them. Got a Star Wars crossover Darth Vader TIE Fighter. Now that is an alt mode. Everybody criticises these things for being terrible in robot form, but God, look at that. Oh, beautiful. I also found in a tub with some people that were selling things, and they were very, very expensive. They had a tub, and in there was this little guy for 20 pence. Who just happens to be the gun for Sentinel Prime, which I had this guy for. I found this guy not too long ago, and he didn't have his gun. Then I found his gun with somebody else totally different. So that just needs a few extra pieces, and then that will be complete. Also on the car boot sale, I found Generations Grimlock, which is absolute toss. I've seen people going on about how good this thing is, and I really don't see it. I think it's hollow. I think it feels cheap. It feels like it's a copy, but I know that it's a genuine one. I really don't like this. As Dinobots go, I've come across a lot better, and this thing, no, not good. Also on the car boot sale was a woman, and she had a big bag of Transformers Beast Hunters. A lot of them I already have, and I won't go through all the ones that I already have had. There was a few, like Wheeljack were in there, and Predaking and Soundwave and a few others. But there were quite a few in there that I didn't have. It was this guy, which I have the red variant on. Forgotten his name, but I like the yellow on this guy. It's really, really nice. He's complete, has all his bits and bobs in there, so that's rather nice. I also found this guy. Again, I can't remember his name, but I have the green version of this. And this is it's a really, really nice figure. It's complete with all his weapons and everything. A Beast Hunters Optimus Prime, which is rather nice. I did find another version of this, again, not long ago, but the wheels were missing. They kind of pop off very, very easily. But this one is actually complete, even though I've mislaid the shoulder pieces on him. It's not a bad little toy. Not a bad little toy. And not the last Prime that you'll see today, I promise you. Also in the same lot was Murder Bee. Again, I've been after this boy for quite a while. So he's complete with his weapons, transforms into like a Mad Max style crazy car thing with loads and loads of spikes on it. Yeah, I like it. I like this. I'm always fond of a Bumblebee. Every time I get a Bumblebee, it's always good with me. And I have all the other variants of that now, so I think I have all the different versions of a Bumblebee in Transformers Prime. Also in the bag was this guy, which is a purple version of a Vehicon. Now, when I got home, I went through all the bag and I found this guy, and I thought, great, I got a purple Vehicon. It's the old, all the ones that I've got, the Legion ones. I've got the white one, I've got the car one, but I didn't have a purple flying one. So I thought, fantastic. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, I put my hand in my pocket, and it was there in my pocket. So I thought, well, how's he got in my pocket there? So I went home and put it with the other, and somehow, I don't know how, it's very strange, I ended up with two of them. So all I can think is I must have picked up another at the same time and put it in my pocket, and then I had two. I don't know, unless he multiplied. It's very, very strange. But they're very, very nice anyway. Also on the car boot, I found a Energon figure. I think it's an Energon figure. Chris did tell me what this guy was called, and I can't remember for the life of me. Which again is very good. I like this thing. And it comes complete with the missiles, and you put in a Energon key at the back, and the piece flips out on the front. If you put an Energon key in the back there, it flips up like a little section there. It has like little missile pods. Also on the boot, I found a obligatory bot shot. This one is a variant on Ironhide, which is rather nice, with the purple see-through plastic and the green wheels. Lovely jubbly. As you know, I tend to find things in very strange orders when I go car booting. I don't find things in the normal kinds of way. I find them piece by piece. About a year ago, maybe a little bit more, I found some pieces that were originally blue, but I've actually painted them black because I used them on a custom piece, but now they live somewhere else. And somebody told me that this was for an Optimus Prime figure. Now, not too long ago, my fellow YouTuber Jeff Solo, he sent me in the post this. It's what it actually connects onto. Like so. So I thought to myself, that's fantastic. Now I have an extra piece to it. Now this month on the car boot sale, I came across this guy, which somebody told me was called something Saber. I can't remember exactly what his name was. I thought it was Powerglide to begin with, because he transforms into like a Powerglide type of plane. And it was only a couple of quid. And I thought, well, I'll have that. And I thought it was quite good. So I got it home. I put it on the forum. Said, what's this? People told me. And then they said, that connects to Cybertron Optimus Prime. So then I thought to myself, I've got that Optimus Prime. I've got that Optimus Prime upstairs on shelf. So, if you take this Optimus Prime and these pieces and this guy, you get this great big bloody thing, which is amazing. This is a combined power, I don't know what this thing's actually called, but it is all sorts of awesome. It has guns on the top, guns on the back. It has a gun that comes over the top. There, it has an Energon key that you can put into it and make the guns come out at the side. This thing is what being a Transformer collector is all about. I had no idea it did this, and then to find all these pieces all in different places, bring them all together and make that. That's what makes it all worth it. Also this month, I had to go away with work to Romania. On the way back, I went into the airport shop, and in the airport shop, I found, for a very, very reasonable price, Combiner Wars Shockwave, which is a lovely little piece of plastic. It's very, very nice. Transforms into the gun. It's a great little figure, and as you know, I love my little bots. This is a great bot, but so is this. Also, a couple of days later, because I like that so much, I wanted to know how good this wheelie figure was, and it's really good. Oversized Rodimus, which is really, really nice. Just did a review on this guy, you should check it out. He is just nearly a deluxe sized Rodimus, and it's very, very good. Great detail on this thing. Exactly the same as the Combiner Wars version, just a little bit bigger. Also, because everybody else has got one and I wanted to get one, I got the oversized Combiner Wars Power Glide, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You'll probably have all seen the reviews of these things, made by a company called Machine Boy. Scale's fantastic with the MP figures, well worth picking up. Now I'm going to come on to my top Transformers of the month, like I normally do. On the car boot sale a couple of weeks ago, I found Beast Wars Transmetal Optimus, apparently. This guy is brilliant, absolutely massive. Transforms into 2 alt modes which are pretty crap. But he actually transforms into a gorilla form, and he also has the robot form, and it's a great, great bot. And it also has a battery pack thing, and it all lights up, and it's rather nice. So yeah, if you ever come across one of these guys, get one. If you go into the Transformer forums, you might see that there are Transformers going really, really cheap in TK Maxx. So I thought to myself, I'll nip down and have a little look and see if I can find any myself. And lo and behold, I found myself a Power Master Prime for $24.99, which is incredible. That's like the equivalent of buying 2 of these to get one of these. Huh? How can that be so cheap? How has it ended up so cheap and in TK Maxx? And there's quite a few of these things knocking about. There was more than one there at the time when I went. If you go down to TK Maxx, pick one of these up. It's a great, great Transformer. Transforms into a big truck trailer thing. If you already had the Ultra Magnus, you'll know how the transformation works. But the colours on this guy and the head sculpt and the headmaster feature and the guns and everything, it works really well. And it's a proper toy. It's a toy to be played with. It's really, really good. I think that's just about it for this month. Oh, apart from one other thing. What? Yeah. Oh. My God. How is this how is this possible? How can Wei Xiang? Oh, I got the M01 Wei Xiang Evasion Optimus Prime. You've seen it out there. You've probably seen the review. It's a great toy. If you have a chance, get one of these. This is the Wei Xiang MPP-10B, which is the Nemesis Prime version. Oversized, steel metal parts. It is amazing. Get one bought. This is just... oh, it makes me feel funny in the trousers. It's so good. It has beautiful sculpting on the face. It has the beautiful red and the teal on here as well. The build of this thing is sublime. The transformation of this thing is one of the finest things. It is maybe the finest Transformer that I own. Is it as good as M01? Let's make them fight! No, we'll save that for another day. We'll not do that now. So, yes. And I tell you now, if you don't own one of these, you should own one of these. A lot of people look down upon the Wei Xiang KOs, if you want to call them a KO. But, let's be honest. Until Takara start pulling the socks up and make better stuff and start making it at a better price, people will buy this kind of stuff. The quality of this thing, if you can just call it names, you can call it whatever you want. If you hold it in your hand and you see it for yourself, you transform it, then you'll realise why people buy these things. And they are worth every penny. Is it detrimental towards the Transformers scene? You'll argue till you're blue in the face. Ask yourself, would you want one of these things? Because if the answer's yes, you will never ever regret owning one. They are amazing. So that's my haul for the month. Actually, that's my haul for a month and a half, 2 months. I can't remember. I hope you've enjoyed it. Go out there, find Transformers, be good to each other, come to Transformers and Such. We'll talk about Transformers. We can talk about all this kind of crap. You can talk about KOs. You can talk about whatever you want. We'll all be cool. We'll all be happy. We'll all be nice to each other. Be nice to each other. Stop being arseholes. Have a great time, and I'll see you all later.